Hey everyone, in this video today we are going to be doing mermaid waves on fine thin hair using a flat iron. You can do mermaid waves with a curling iron, you can do it with that big massive wave thing, but it's so big. Those curling irons are usually so massive and they're so heavy. And when you have fine thin hair like myself, you don't want to do too much heat and you won't be able to really fit those, I forget what they're called. You can't really fit them. So I find that the 1-inch flat iron is the best way to do this. So I have mine set on 360 degrees. I don't want to take it up any higher than that because that could really burn my hair and it could really cause a lot of breakage. Keep it at 360 and it also won't give you those lines when you're doing the S wave. I find that when the tools are too hot, they can leave marks in the hair. So we want to create very soft waves versus like really strong waves. The first thing you want to do is just take away the nape of the neck in a straight line like this, a horizontal line. We usually have more hair in the back than in the front. Everyone's hairline is different, but you just have to section out the hair really well. So you want to make sure everything is combed out well. So in the back, just visualize how many sections you want to have. Everyone's hairlines are different. For me, I'm gonna do 3. So I'm gonna do 1, 2, and 3. I won't worry too much about this because it is in the back and no one's gonna be able to see it. So you wanna grab just enough for your fingers to hold, grab your flat iron, and get ready before you get the hair inside the flat iron. Get ready to start moving your wrist quickly like this, like in an S wave. So you're basically just wiggling your wrist and you wanna do it under, over, under. That's it. And you get that little wave. And you just gotta do it quick. So when it's not too hot, you don't get those lines and you don't burn yourself. So now I'm gonna do the middle part. I'm just gonna like brush it out, comb it out with my fingers, grab the flat iron and get ready to go under, over, under. Watch the fingers, under, over, under. So just a little wiggle, just push the hair down so that it doesn't poof out. If it poofs out, you'll end up with a triangle shape, which we don't want. If you have long hair, oh my God, this looks so pretty on long blonde hair. Ooh. When I did this the first time, I was like, this is so easy. Why don't I do this more often? I used to think it was so hard and I would always just curl. But now I'm like, I'm obsessed with this. So next you want to take your neck section, again, another horizontal section just at the top of the ear. And then just grab your crocodile clips. I'll link everything below. I'm just going to start out in the back instead of these because I always like starting with the most difficult thing. Grab this part. Again, you're doing the same thing. Under, over, under. And then wiggle until the flat iron just kind of sweeps out on its own. Under, over, under, over. Ooh. So in, out, in, out. And then we have this one here. I find it so easy to pick out the hair that hasn't been waved because the hair that gets waved just kind of sticks together. This section is too big, so I'm gonna take it a little bit smaller. I might have taken a little section from a waved section, but that's fine. Watch your fingers, watch your ear. You don't want all of the ends to go under because that will make everything look uniform. And we don't want it to look uniform, we want it to look beachy, but still neat. Have fun with this, like don't think about it too much. Make sure you use a heat protectant because you want to protect your hair. Oh, I like that. Oh, I don't like this. Let's try this again. There we go. Okay. Next section. You just keep taking horizontal sections all the way up the round of the head. It is so windy out today. Like it's not really a blizzard, but it sounds like it's a blizzard. Okay, I'm grabbing a massive chunk in the back and doing the same thing. I like to start always here in the middle. And then just comb it out with your fingers. If you need to blow dry your hair before you do this, you can. Just make sure you use a heat protectant. My hair is already super soft and it goes straight. So if you notice I'm doing this with my hand so that it's easier for me to wiggle, you do whatever works for you. Just get ready to just move your wrist really fast. So now I can see a little bit in the mirror. Take your next section. I don't recommend you go over any of the sections twice. If you have a bigger flat iron, you'll get bigger waves. So there's nothing wrong with going with an 1.5 inch flat iron. I just like this size because I have such little hair and it's so short. Oh, that went too flippy. So I'm grabbing this whole section, just combing it through, holding it out from the head, and then going under, over, under, over, under, over, under. I never care about these bottom pieces as long as they're down and they look okay. The whole point of this is that it looks beachy, it looks messy, but it also looks neat, and I think you get better at it the more you do it. I used to hate these lines. I used to be like, no, I'm doing it wrong. Turns out that if you're using low heat, not like 450 degrees, you will get those lines, but it's fine. Like, you can just shake it out later and put some texture spray and it'll look pretty. Okay, next section up. The parts that I care about the most are the top. So the crown, you know, your bangs. I'm just gonna slowly pick at this hair so I'm not disturbing the curved hair. My hair gets thinner as we go up, so all my hair back here is thick, but then as we get to the top, it gets thinner. I'm gonna twist my hand under. There we go. Keep going around the round of the head. And if you're wondering how to section, you always stop where there is a roundness in the head. So I won't be taking this section from here to here because there's a roundedness here. So whenever there's a corner, you stop your section at the corner. I cannot go faster. I'm always like, doo, 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 and then I get those lines. Okay, grab the next section on this side. So see, I split this right where the head rounds, and then the head rounds here. So that's gonna be my section. Never take more hair than you can handle. So cute. Oh, I missed this piece. It's looking so cute. I can't wait till my hair is longer because it's gonna look so much prettier. Okay, I'm gonna do a middle part and then I'm gonna start in the back. I do the front at the very end. Okay, and then take the next section on this side. This is so fast. This is so much faster than curling. If you see my other video on how to curl your hair, that stuff takes forever. This is so cool. Okay, I'm just gonna curve this under. Or you can do straight too. This is so cool. Oh, I love this. We're gonna let it cool for a second. I'm gonna run the flat iron through the ends real quick. So I just like to do that just to give it that extra pieciness on the ends. The ends of my hair got damaged from a little mishap. So that's why it's like not looking as shiny as it should. Okay, I think it's cool now. So I'm gonna grab a white tooth comb and I'm just gonna run it through. Because it's done with a flat iron, I find flat iron waves or curls, they just last forever because you're sandwiching hair in between the two plates. You get heat from both sides. I like that blunt look on the ends, so I like to just straighten the ends. Don't touch the hair while it's still cooling or while it's still hot because you really need it to, you need the waves to really set. Oh, I like this. When you hold the ends and you just do a straight flat iron, it's gonna give you that blunt feel. All right, just threw on some earrings. Maybe I should have bought smaller ones. I'm just gonna put on a little bit of serum on the ends and all over. So I'm just gonna warm up the serum in my hands, and I'm going to just do this really lightly. You don't have to do this. My hair, like I said, got damaged from a little mishap. I flat ironed it after I had put in the powder from Hair Story, and it forever changed the texture of my hair. It's made it really dry and coarse. I think because the powder was clay-based, or is clay-based, and it just kind of made my hair super coarse, and it caused a little bit of damage. So it's lacking shine, and that's why I'm just adding a little bit of serum in here. I'm gonna fluff it up. Tuck one side. If you like volume, you can definitely do a little bit of volume. And I just like the middle part. This is super easy, super quick. If you have long hair, thin hair, fine hair, whatever kind of hair, this is such an easy way to give some life to your hair and a little bit of style. If you don't know what to do with your hair and you're kind of sick of your curling it all the time or always blow drying it, this is a great way to style your hair. All right, and that's it. Let me know if this tutorial helped. If you guys have any questions, leave them in the comments below, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.